They told us to look in the distance, so we did. And here, oops. And then El Cabron makes me horny. I'm like, okay, this is a great place to meet my mother. So this was the room. I slept here and Nick slept here. All right. Speaking of pregnancy, Nick did something. Welcome back. We missed you. I missed you guys. I missed streaming, but I'm so nervous. I don't know why. I'm so nervous right now. I think this is like the longest time I've gone without streaming. Wait, you are not in Bali. We are done with Bali. Did you ball your Bali balls? Yes, I did. I got euthanized. Oh, what do you call it? Castrated. Jet lag. Oh my god. Don't get me started on that. Lock in. Yes, I'm locked in. I feel like people know me from like vastly different things. You know, like the mukbang queen. Let's not get into the other stuff. But how was your trip? Great question. Overall, it was amazing. So we took a lot of photos. I think it was worth it because photos last forever, right? Thank you everyone for all the subs. Like, I really appreciate it. Low-key, like, because I was gone. See, that's the thing with my mind. I like keep bouncing from topic to topic. But I thought when I'd come back, like, everyone would forget about me because it's been so long. But you guys are still here. So hello. Thank you. But this morning, Buddy was like fast asleep. And I was like looking at him and I didn't see him breathing. So I got like my heart dropped. I was so scared. But then he twitched. So I think he was like in a very deep sleep. I even took a photo, but I'm not gonna show it. But he's still good. Who are you? Who is this? I know that was my worst fear, that I'm back. Okay, I'm gonna be talking more about that because I have like a bunch of photos. But like the first hotel we stayed in, holy, it was just stairs. But I think it was good for him because I was looking at him yesterday. He's glowing. He hasn't door dashed. Not me though, I have. But he hasn't door dashed since we got back. Except for one tumble 22. But that's the pregnancy. Oh my god. Speaking of pregnancy, guys. In Bali, guys. Nick did something. Okay, I have two pregnancy stories to tell for Bali. One of them was when we went to this, I did like a swing, okay? And then at this place, when you enter, there's a lady that talks to you. And then she says like, oh, if you want to do the swing or if you want to like take these photos, because some of them are like off the edge of a cliff. You can't have any of these. And it's a list of things. And then so everyone was so quiet, so serious. And then Nick, poker face, just points to one thing. And then it's like facing us, so it's not facing her. So she looked so confused and she was scared because it's like heart attack. Like if you have like heart issues and then one of them was pregnancy. And so Nick was pointing to pregnancy. And then she was like so confused, like looking at him and looking back. And then until I laughed, like Nick was like poker face the whole time. He never even laughed. I was like, oh, he's just joking. And then she's like, oh. And then there was another time, it was me, Nick, and my mom. And then we went to one of the hotels we were staying at. Usually they offer a welcome drink, right? And then so they asked us, do you want alcoholic or non-alcoholic? And we all said non-alcoholic, but then I think they made a mistake and made it alcoholic. So I was like, oh, it's okay. Like I can still drink this. And then Nick goes, it's okay. The baby is only 3 months. Nick says that. The staff overhears it and it's like, oh, pregnant, no, cannot. And like wants to get the drink away from me. So I have to say, like, no, he's just joking. I'm not pregnant. He was just like trolling everyone the whole time. He made my mom laugh so hard the whole time because 99% of the time he was never serious. Like we'd go to this like important landmark to take photos and he'd ask because we were with a guide / driver. He'd ask the driver, what's the big deal about this gate? Like, why is it like my mom was just like rolling laughing. So good pin, plus points. The vlogs are great. Thank you. A bit short. I mean, true. But it's just like small snippets of our vacation because we went there for a wedding. So it wasn't really like for content 1000%. But I think the next time we do travels, it will be like more content focused. So we'll be doing more content for you guys. But speaking of, I think I want to share some stuff from the trip. For those of you who don't know, to go from Austin to Bali, it is so long. It's over 30 hours at least. For us, we had a layover at Phoenix, Arizona for 4 hours. And then another layover at Taipei in Taiwan for another 4 hours. and then Bali. So we had to do 3 flights going there and 3 flights going back. Nick brought his Switch to play Pokemon, and I think that's the best decision he ever made because there was a lot of downtime, as you will see later on. I think he beat the game like 4 times at this point. Our first flight was with Southwest. This is just like a normal seat, and we got these neck pads or whatever you call them, neck pillows, so we can relax. And so it was so tight that it made my cheeks go like that. And one thing I realized also is I have so many boogers because I never really pick my nose. So now I pick my nose more. So you can see a booger there. So this was us on the way to Phoenix. And then this is our layover at Phoenix. So we got some food. I tried to be healthy, so I got like a healthy bowl. And then we had quesadilla to share, and he had, I think, a burger. Americans, am I right? And then from our flight from Phoenix to Taipei, that was super long. It was like 14 hours, I think. We flew first class, China Airlines, and it was Pokemon themed, which is super awesome. So we had like a Pokemon thingy pillow. Nick wanted to keep the pillow, but we were embarrassed, so we didn't keep it. And then this was Nick with his mask because at the time there was freaking hantavirus. It was kind of going viral online. So just in case he got a mask, even though I don't think that's how it spread. He offered me one. I was like, whatever, man. If I get it, I get it. Okay, so this was the view from the seat. It was super comfy, but we were like kind of separated, but it was okay. We also had the option to put this to like completely block each other, but we did not do that. Oh yeah. And then this was the time the view botting regulation was announced. So Nick was like celebrating. So I tweeted this, but then I cropped out this because I forgot who made the edit. But we saw it on Discord, so I tweeted it. That was really funny. Nick told me to, so I was like, all right. Because he was in contact with Dan Clancy about this. Anyway, so this was me on the flight. I was just doing a thumbs up, like, yup, ready to fly for 14 hours. And then this was Nick in the middle of the flight. No, this wasn't even the middle of the flight. This was at the start of the flight. He missed the first meal. Because usually when you get on, they serve you like dinner/breakfast. I don't remember what time it was, but he missed his steak. So it was like a Michelin star steak. I'm like, bitch, I paid for this. Like, you better wake up and eat it. But no, he was sleeping. And I tried waking him up, but he didn't wake up. So he was just knocked out. So I just took a photo. And look, his phone is there because he was like reading all the comments about it and then passed out. Yeah, and they give a bunch of other like Pokemon themed stuff. So there was like a mixed snack thing. And then even the tissue had Pokemon. It's so cute. So I took photos of some of the food. So this is like the appetizer. It was shrimp, salad bread. I'm sure there's like a nicer way to say it. I forgot. I think I got the duck because you have an option of what to get if it was like duck or chicken or steak. So I got duck. So I never even got to taste the steak, but it's okay. Oh yeah. And then in the middle of the flight, so after I ate, I went to sleep as well. And then all of a sudden I just hear "Katchii, Katchii." And then he was like nudging me. I was like, what? He was like, my phone fell. Can you help me? I was like, what do you mean? He was like, it fell in the corner of my seat. Maybe your hands are small enough to get it. So I wake up, I go around, and I try to get it. And my hand can fit, and I can touch the phone, but it's like, it can't go deep enough to like grab it and pull it up. Okay. So I wasn't able to grab it. So I don't know if it was me or him who asked the flight attendant to help. They tried helping. So it was like 2 of them, and they had like a flashlight and everything, and they were trying and they couldn't. So at first they told him like, maybe you can, and he didn't want to like adjust his seat because it might crush the phone. So they were telling him that he can like sit somewhere else and then wait for an engineer to come. But Nick was like, it's okay. It's fine. But I think what happened was someone else came with a tool, like I don't know what you call it, but it's like a silver thing with a hook. So they put it on the side and they were able to get his phone. It was like fishing. So they got his phone, and there's like a compartment here where you can like put your stuff. So ever since then, like we put all your stuff there. It's kind of funny because on the way back, someone else had the exact same problem. They were sitting behind us. He had to switch seats until the end. And then when we landed, someone else came and got his phone. But I was like, Pin, we learned our lesson. Oh, this is Nick's POV. So he finally woke up for breakfast. He got the American breakfast and I got the Oriental breakfast. So the American one is like waffle, egg, tomato, sausage, potatoes. So I had the tomatoes and potatoes, and he was playing more Pokemon. And then I had the Oriental one, which was congee. So it was like rice porridge with a bunch of stuff, and it was so good. And oh yeah, this is hantavirus. Super cute. But I really thought we'd be stranded in Asia for a while. I don't know why I saved this, but it's cute. Okay, and then I got this plushie, and it made me like reflect on my life and how I have so much freedom now as an adult that I can spend my money however which way I want. Because if I was like traveling with my mom, you know, she'd be like, no, you can't buy that. But I'm like, bitch, I can buy it. I make my own money. So I bought this. It's still crushed in the suitcase probably. And then this is our layover in Taipei. The airport was super cool, but I didn't want to post it because like I don't want people to call the airport being like NMP lol and itsKatchii have a bomb. So yeah. And then this was the lounge. So one thing I love about the lounge is it's unlimited free food. So I think that's why I'm craving dumplings so much. It's because like they'd have so many yummy dumplings. But we chilled here for a bit. Oops, that's the Wi-Fi password. That's Nick's face. I don't know why. I just said look here and then he looked like that. Yeah, I got Yakult too. I love Yakult. And then he bought like a hoodie at Phoenix. So he was like, take my photo. Like he was feeling himself after his haircut. But to be fair, after the haircut, like he looked a lot more put together. So yeah, he was aura forming. And then we were so freaking tired. So this was the next flight from Taipei to Bali. So it was also China Airline first class. Yeah. And then we finally freaking landed in Bali, and it has a lot of interesting decoration. So we don't know what this is, but it was there. So I took a photo. A lot of cool things around the airport. And yeah, it's beautiful when you go out because you see the sky and you see all the architecture. I wasn't able to take a lot of photos of the architecture, but just trust me, it's nice. You can Google it. Yeah, but we were so tired. So this is us on the way to the hotel. So we had like a driver bring us there. And there are more sculptures around. And it has like super interesting stories about their gods and everything. And here, this is the first hotel. So even to get to the lobby, you have to climb up all these stairs just to get to the lobby. Thankfully, we didn't have to like carry the luggage ourselves. Yeah, and then when you get to the lobby, this is the view. Freaking beautiful. And then you have to go down these stairs, like so many stairs down. Like I think 3 stories down to get to the room. Because it's like overlooking the ocean with a pool. So imagine to get back to the lobby and leave. Like it's a lot. And then so this was the room. Excuse me. I think my mom helped organize it. Oops. Why isn't it? So my mom put a yappy here. Super cute with a welcome to Bali. Yeah, so I slept here and Nick slept here. All right. Yes. Or here too, wherever he felt like. And then this is the bathroom. It was huge. This room was huge. It was nice. And this is our pool deck, which was lovely. And this was the actual ocean. And yeah. And so this was like, so after the lobby, you go down these steps. Okay. So like going back, it's up here. And then they also had like people playing this. So I took like a short video of that. Right after we land, we meet my mom. So the last time I saw my mom was when she visited Austin like a few months ago. So she was like, oh, let's go to this place called El Cabron. Okay. And El Cabron, if you Google it, it's like the dinner is beautiful. The view is beautiful, but it's also a beach club. And so we were dead tired. We just traveled for 35 hours. I Google it. I was like, oh, frick, it's a beach club. So I felt like shit. Okay. I felt like shit, but I was like, okay, whatever, beach club, let's dress up and go. And we go in, and this is what it says on the wall over here. El Cabron makes me horny. I'm like, okay, this is a great place to meet my mother, you know, with Nick. So I took a photo of Nick with this sign, El Cabron makes me horny. He was also so dead tired, but yep. And then we enter, we took a selfie. So I feel like it's not obvious we went on a 30 plus hour trip, but yeah, so this is what we are greeted with. It's like a full-on beach club with people in like bikinis with their butts out and everything. But then when you get to the actual dinner place, it's nice. Okay, so this is a beautiful view of the ocean, and in front of us, so we were sitting in, because okay, there are these tables and then stairs here with more tables. So we were sitting here. And so our view was the ocean, of course, and all these couples. And let me tell you, every single one of these couples were fighting. So it was so entertaining. We were just watching them fight. yeah, so this was us with the view, and like every single one of these people were fighting. At least these four, they were fighting. Yeah, like look at that face. Like all the girls are pissed. I don't know why, but yeah. And then we got margs, and holy, these margs were like $100 each, and we didn't even know because we didn't know the conversion until after. The most expensive drinks we've ever had, and for what reason, you know? But yeah, super expensive. And then so after, this is before we left, we didn't really like party or anything, but we took a photo. And then I never know what to do with my hand, so I'm just like, okay, I'll put it here. Yeah, that's with other lighting. And then another selfie we took, and then another photo that I had. And then, oh yeah, so everywhere we went with my mom, she would say it was my birthday, which is true because it's my birthday in 2 weeks. So this is a video of them greeting me happy birthday.
Happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Yeah, okay. There. And then we went back to the hotel, and they had this gong thing that they played before.
Sure.
So. Whoa.
Thank you.
It's to like, give you motivation to climb up these freaking stairs.
Where are you looking?
Hello, thank you. Let's go. Yup. And then, okay, so for the hotels that I booked, I would say that it's our honeymoon because they give like more perks. So I said it was our honeymoon. So it said here for another year of togetherness or anniversary or something. So they give like free cake. So this is our free cake. And then this is our view in the morning. Yes. And then we had a tripod here to take some photos. Because we had like a floating breakfast. So that's one thing in Bali. They offer floating breakfasts. So this is ours, and this is Spin in this floating breakfast get up. So it was cool because we ate it in the pool. And then I think this was like the next morning or maybe after. We also had like free actual breakfast, and their buffet was 10 out of 10. Amazing. So this is our view at the buffet, and we had mimosas. And then this is him looking at the water. Yes, reflecting on life. And then look how pretty this is. This is no filter, no anything. Just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous beach. And what we would do is we would go from place to place and get like a drink and an appy, like an appetizer. So that's what we did. So we got like a marg. And I think this is at the hotel. He wasn't posing here. Oh yeah. And we were so scared of Bali belly. And if you don't know what Bali belly is, it's basically if you drink their local water, a lot of the times like your gut bacteria isn't used to it. So you get like diarrhea. You might get sick. So we were so scared of the ice. So we would like remove all the ice and put it somewhere else if there was ice. And even with brushing teeth, we would use like bottled water. So we were like deathly afraid. But after a while, like we both stopped caring, especially me. So I was like, whatever, man. Because I got like a frozen margarita and we saw them blend like the ice in the blender. So I was like, okay, it's GG's. I'll stop caring. Like if I get it, I'll just deal with it. And more on that later. But yeah, so after we get out of our room, like this is the first flight of stairs. Oh, this is for, oh yeah. And then they have like a lot of like different sculptures. And then they have like these offerings everywhere. It has to do with their beliefs. So like you offer it to the nature and animals. So this is one of the places we went to called Single Fin. Super cool because like all of these restaurants are by the water, or the view is the water at least. So this is where we took this photo. And then this is another place. So they're all like next to each other. So this is like one of my favorite days. Here, bruh, it's not. It was so good. Frick, I'm getting hungry thinking about it. And so the place we were in was Uluwatu, which means, Ulu means land's end and Watu means rock. So rock at the end of the world. So Dwayne The Rock Johnson is there. And then I tried to film a vlog, but we ended up not anymore. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. And I was like a little tipsy here. So I filmed this.
We're balling in Bali. So we just went to this one restaurant, and we have the option of going down to the beach. Here's Pian. It's a bit fun. So our plan is to go to another place, and we get another appy and another.
Yeah, of course.
Wait, what?
And then someone started talking to us because they recognized Nick. So we were surprised because we got recognized a lot when we were in Bali. So this is the guy who recognized us.
Oh, okay, you know us. Cool.
I watch you in stream.
Yeah, so that was cool. So we met a lot of awesome people. Yeah, and then I stopped filming. I was like, whatever. And then, so this is like another marg that we had. And then this is like a tuna poke thingy. Welcome back. Thank you. And shrimp. So good. This is a video.
What?
I'm not eating shit with eyes on it, bro.
Nick?
It's fucking
Yeah, he didn't want to eat it because the eyes were there.
eyes on that shit. Look,
But that's the best part. You sip the head.
look. His name's Eduardo. He's dead.
Nick, who cares, man?
Fuck that shit. Eat that
Okay,
shit
I'll
yourself.
behead it first.
Okay, then I'll eat it.
I'll behead it. That makes it better.
That's disgusting.
Oh my god.
I think he still no. I think I ate it all, so I didn't mind. More for me. And then I had this delicious coconut ice cream. One of the best ice creams I ever had. But maybe it's because I was so hot that it was even better. But freaking delicious. They should make more coconut ice cream. And then we saw monkeys, so we went. This is like on top of a trash can. Oh yeah, and here's the stairs in our hotel.
I'm dying out of here, bro.
Time for these stairs.
Oh.
Nick, you're in Bali in a 5-star.
Look at these
resort.
stairs,
Come
bro.
on.
It's too much. It's too much.
Come on, this is why.
Is there an elevator for Americans?
They're all laughing at him. Oops.
I'm at home, and I never expected it to be this painful.
So he was complaining, so I started filming him.
Hurts so bad. I don't understand.
Yeah, so this is leaving the room, so it's more stairs.
35.
I was too fucking fat, man. I'm too fucking fat. I can't make it up the fucking stairs.
No.
Oh, it's just like, oh, it's like the 30 extra pounds. It's like I'm doing fucking hack squat, man.
It's a hack squat.
This is the pain I feel when I do hack squat. Like
What's a hack? I don't know what a hack squat is.
Oh.
Just gotta get through it. And you want to come back here to change?
I mean, you can walk down the stairs.
I mean, I guess. Goodness, flowers.
Anyway, yes. So this is him. He's like dead tired. And that reminds me of another story. So the first night there, we so instead of Uber, they have something called Grab, same as in the Philippines. So we ordered like shampoo, toothbrush, and a bunch and like soap and a bunch of other stuff. We got a call from reception saying, "Oh, you have to pick it up." So we walk all those stairs and we go to the lobby to pick it up. And apparently, like my card didn't work, so we had to give cash. And we didn't bring any local cash. It was like back in the room. But thankfully, Nick had his wallet, and so we exchanged some dollars. But it was only $20 worth, so it wasn't enough. But Nick just looked at me dead tired. So I went all the way back to the room. I got the cash, and then I went all the way back up, and then we paid it, and it was fine. It was a freaking workout, man. And then there was also this spa area, which was gorgeous with this pool. And then we watched, it's called the katchii dance. So there are a bunch of monkeys just roaming around, which was really scary because I'm scared of monkeys. Whereas this looks nice. This is Bali, Uluwatu in Bali. And then, yeah, there were just monkeys around.
It was right behind you.
So they were just chilling. I think they're used to people. I'll make this softer. And then eventually it went here, like it wants to pose for a photo. So I took like nice photos of the monkey. And then another monkey joined. Like all the foreigners freaking love this shit. And then it got someone's sunglasses. So they tried to bribe him with, I think this is like a package of bananas to get the sunglasses back, and it worked. So he started eating the bananas and he left the sunglasses, so they got it back. And then he went here, and they're smart because they were able to open the plastic and not eat the plastic and only eat the banana. So yeah, and here's him enjoying the banana. And then this is the dance. So we were at the very back and doesn't like closed spaces, and I understand. He was scared because low-key, if there's like a fire hazard, like kind of GG's. But there are like a bunch of exits also around, so I think it was fine. But this was the crowd, and there's like a fire in the middle.
They put people in the exits, and we were stuck here until the very end. God
Yep.
help me.
So we ended up being here for like 3 hours. And then when it started, because we didn't know what to expect, Nick thought it was this the whole time. Because they were doing this for so long. That's why it's called the katchii dance. They just say katchak, katchak, katchak over and over again. So Nick hated it. But eventually more things started happening. So we both ended up loving it by the end. Thank you, Iron Mike, for the 6 months. He was also so tired. But more people started arriving, like different characters. Like here's like a king. Looks like S-Fand. I think he took a photo and sent it to him saying, "Bro, why are you here?" Yes. So a bunch of characters. Excuse me. They're like different variations of S-Fand. And then, oh, this white monkey was so cool because he'd like climb up things and like jump down. And I think the story was like, oh yeah, and then he'd like go in the audience and be next to the audience. The story was like the king kidnapped a girl and then they got her back. Oh no, there's the fire. I didn't put it here. But they like burned him. I posted it on my Insta story before. Like they put a fire around him. Maybe it's like somewhere else in another video. And we thought like he'd be burnt alive. So that's like Nick got out his phone to film it as well. But he survived. It was fine. And they were like throwing fire everywhere. And then we had dinner at this place called Kempinski. And it was freaking gorgeous. And then we had to take a golf cart because the place was so huge. And even the driver of the golf cart recognized us. And even in this area, because we were in the middle taking photos for a bit, I think like four or five different people recognized Nick from the reel. So it's super cool being like, oh my god, it's here. This was the place, so pretty. I think one of the prettiest restaurants / hotels I've ever been to. Like, look at that. That's our view when we eat. And then the food was amazing too. Like, and then it's my birthday again. Yeah, and then this was the next morning at the hotel. Oh no, this was the second hotel. So the second hotel was for the wedding. So all the guests, they got like a place for the guests to stay in. So this was our villa. I didn't end up posting these because there wasn't enough space in my Insta post. But this was the view. We had like a pool as well. And then we took photos at this beach. It's called Padang Padang Beach. We didn't know there were, surprise, more stairs. This was the way going to the beach. It was pretty cool. You have to go through this like narrow cave thingy. And when you get down, it was a lot of people. And we didn't even end up swimming because it was so hot. But we took nice photos. So like a couple of them are like in my reel, my post. So this was him going back up the stairs. He made a friend. Because Nick was grunting about like, oh, this isn't meant for Americans. And he was like, I know, right, dude? So he made a friend. And then this is like more views from the second hotel. Super pretty. And this was like the spa next door. So Nick was by the pool. And this is a selfie we sent to one of our Grab drivers because he couldn't find us. We were like, we're here. This is how we look like. And then we went to this like shopping market thingy. So I got like a few shirts. It's me relaxing by the pool. This is Nick with his shopping bag. And then we went to this like cool place also with my mom. Got another, it's called Drifter something. Got poke bowl. And oh yeah, and then it was Mother's Day, so we had dinner as well with my mom. So this is like some of the food we had. Super yummy. And then oh yeah, we were supposed to tweet this, but we decided not to. But this was like from my mom's POV. So it's just us taking a lot of photos and selfies, right? Until he gets tired, like enough with the photo. But knowing Twitter, like it probably wouldn't be received well. So we didn't end up posting it, but I'll show it to you guys. And then this was the breakfast the next morning. So freaking good. All that grease. And then this Nick suffering some more.
I'm carrying everything. Everywhere I go, it's just incline. I can't breathe. I'm carrying everything. Katchii's carrying nothing.
No, I'm carrying
but a plushie.
Carrying, I think, Yappy. Yep. Oh yeah, and then this was our photo shoot at the beach. So I haven't posted these photos. I'm waiting for like a good time, maybe next week. We had to go down more stairs. This is where he filmed the vlog. The actual beach. It's low-key kind of dangerous.
Oh my gosh.
Because like if you fall, it's GG's. But just don't fall. Duh. So it's so pretty. This is some of the views. A lot of people see it. It's not just me taking pics. So Nick and I took pics. And I had to climb this too. And then Nick Nick got me going down.
Perfect.
Yeah, so this is like a few behind the scenes, and we had Daryl, our photographer, and then he was filming some stuff. This is the thumbnail for the video. Oh my god. And at our hotel, so we ordered food at night. This lady, she's the best. I think her name was like similar to Juliana. I think it was Julia or Jewel or something. She would balance everything on her head. Like freaking, what a woman. So this is more views, more food. So this is Nick playing his Switch while waiting for me to get ready. I think he was charging with the laptop because the plugs wouldn't work. More food from the day of the wedding. So this was Nick's attire for the wedding. He was wearing a barong, which is a traditional Filipino getup. My mom got him an XXL because the original one couldn't fit anymore. It was buttoned all the way down, but I think he looked great. They put a little makeup on him too. I think it suits him because you can't tell. It's just, you know, like a little foundation. And then this is him with me. We weren't really able to take a lot of photos because we were like, I didn't have my phone with me and we were like in the moment for the wedding itself, but at least we were able to take some. So this is selfie with me with my makeup. This was the next day. We ordered food and we watched penultimate episode of The Boys. So we had all this and I think he posted this. And then this lady, when we left, she would carry all these luggages on her head as well. And these were like 50 pounds. I was like, oh my God. Oh yeah. And then we went to our third hotel, the final hotel with my mom. We stopped by this place where we could take photos. So we were supposed to do this with a boat, but then we were like 17th in queue. So we decided not to, but it would have been nice. And then this was like a video they took of me on the swing. I thought I would die. Like they told me to let go and like put my hand like that. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. So I didn't. And this is our pool from the third place. This is the bed from the third place. Yeah, more pics. So it had like your own thing. And then happy honeymoon. Because it's like a package, you know. And yes, Nick slept on the couch. And then, so these are like some photos from the resort itself. Super beautiful. This is not an ad. It's called Ulaman Eco Resort. Yes. And then we had like different options for where to have like our dinner, our romantic dinner thingy. So this is one option, but the sound would have been like too loud from the waterfall. So we decided not to do it here. Then there's this like wine cellar too. And then the architecture here is gorgeous. Like look at these sculptures, rock formations. They have two different pools. This is where we ended up having the dinner. This would have been a nice option too, but we didn't know about the lighting. Yeah. And then this was the spa. The spa was gorgeous. Like I stayed on these nets and I was just laying there. Like I felt like Tarzan, but a girl. So we did swim here too. Me, Nick, and my mom. More shots. It's like a massage area. And then someone else had someone got married that when we were there. So were there mosquitoes. So they never bit me, but they bit Nick. And up to now, he has like a bite here, a bite here. Surely it was the mosquitoes. But yeah, so this was like, if we picked the waterfall, it would have been like that. And yeah, and then we had dinner. The food was so good. So good. And then we swam at the spa too. So this is Nick at the spa. Yeah, it was cool. And then we got a massage. So this is Nick because he gets tickled when someone touches his feet. So this was the face he was making. And then this was our breakfast. And then we went to this gate. It's like one of the most popular gates in Bali. And we had to wait for so long because there were so many tourists. So Nick was just eating his corn waiting. And then we eventually took nice photos. So here's the post I made. So these are the photos that we did. And then, yeah, that's one of the ones I posted. I guess I'll just show these. So, and then that's the swing photo. And then another gate photo. Okay, spoilers. And so here are more of the photos we took. This is from the swing place that I didn't post. So like this is another pose, but you can only post 20 pics on Insta. So I had to choose which ones. So that's another. I don't know why he looks worried there. They told us to look in the distance, so we did. And here, oops. And then we went to this super nice place as well. And it was foggy. So, it was super magical. So he was like the test shot for this. And then this is another nice gate place. Wait, here. So this is like another option for what to post. But we ended up posting this one because I think it looks cooler. And then Chat, move on. So you go to this place for this pagoda thing and this, right? But what interested Nick the most was this corn. So after we went back and we went closer to this corn, it turns out it's a trash can. But Nick wanted a picture with this corn. So he was like, come here, like go to the back. So he takes this picture with the corn. And he never even posted it. But I think it's a nice photo. And then there's like an ice cream sculpture too. There's this, but I think he edited it to make it say fat. That's what he posted, I think, on Discord. But he edited it to say the N-word as well. Oh yeah, and then after this, we went to a waterfall. So this was the view before you make the trek down to the waterfall. I was just posing here. And then we filmed a vlog. So it's on Nick's channel. So this is like a video of it. And then, oops, it's me. And then we had dinner. And the dinner was 10 out of 10 again, as usual. We swam with my mom. And when we were looking in the sky, there were these 2 green dots in the sky. And we were like, what the fuck is that?
Bro, there are 2 green stars
Like, we were so confused.
in the sky. Like what?
So I was filming it like
Oh, there.
NASA, hello.
Oh, it is up there. What the fuck?
And then I was looking at it and it was moving from side to side. Like, it was mostly in the same spot, but if you look closer... Look, wait, I'm gonna zoom in. It's like moving slowly side to side. Then my mom was saying it's like Venus or Mercury or something. Like, you can see it here. But then I googled it, and apparently it's kites. Kites with LED lights that they hang somewhere. How much did you spend? I don't want to think about it. And there was this like beautiful cat that was like hanging out at the resort. And then this was the final morning, I think, or second to the last morning. It was rainy and it was so pretty. And then we had the floating breakfast. So we took photos with the floating breakfast, but that was just for show because we didn't eat it there. There, that was me with the breakfast. And then we had this free, for the honeymoon thing, flower arrangement. So I talked about this in my vlog, but it was here. Here's some pictures of Nick posing with it, you know, feeling himself. But I went in there for a photo until my arm was itchy and there was a worm. So I just went out and the photo wasn't even nice. So it wasn't even freaking worth it, but whatever. And then my mom made this too because she left like a day earlier. So she had them arranged. Happy birthday, Katchii. Thank you, mama. The second to the last day we did ATVs. So these are like some videos from when we did the ATVs. Like, I posted some of them on my story, but it's a lot harder than it looks. For real. Like the whole time I was flexing, like I looked jacked AF in the photos because I was like a photographer following us around and taking pictures of everyone. And then if you want it, you can buy it. But it was fun. I don't think I'll do it again. And there were people on our tour that fell. Like, they legit fell over 2 times to the point where they didn't finish the excursion. Like, they had to leave. I don't think they were like fit enough to do it, I guess. And this was after Nick was so tired. I was happy. And then I still have this sunburn. So I was literally like peeling it this morning. It's still peeling, but it's okay. Yeah, so that's me and Nick after. And then there were these random huge ass tortoises eating cabbage. So I was like, what the heck? So I just filmed it. Yeah, and then we went to this is like our last lunch / dinner. It was this beautiful place by Rice Terraces. We didn't have a reservation, but thankfully we were able to get a seat. Do you get sunburned more than other Filipinas? Yeah, because I feel like, because my skin is whiter, so the white in me gets burned. I don't really tan, I just get red and peel. But this is the view, so pretty. And it was perfect and we got like Aperol Spritz. But by the time it ended, it rained. So perfect timing. And then we had our final dinner, which I vlogged. Another photo on the ATV, and this was the dinner. And then this was our final breakfast. So the day we left for the airport. And when we got to the airport, we went to the desk where you had to show your passport and give the luggage. And I just felt gula gula. So I told Nick, oh, can you handle the rest? And I ran to the bathroom and I had liquid shits. Bali belly hit. But at least it hit like right when we left. All the ice that I had came out of me, basically. But thankfully, it wasn't that bad. Like, this was the worst part, just the start. And then the rest of the time, I was just like mild discomfort. But now, like, I think it's fine. And then some more random stuff from the airport. Like, you can get like his ball. And then I got sushi at the airport. But yeah, on the way back, we had a layover. So this is like some of the food. Very yummy. Oh yeah, and then we went to this lounge and there was like blue and red stuff. So Nick made a tweet like, oh, will you take the blue pill, blah, blah, blah. And then I tried to film like a reel, like showing the stuff in first class. But I think it ended up shit. Because I was trying to open this with one hand, but I just couldn't. Like, it's so bad. But I guess I'll show you. This is free. So we kept all of this. It's like a mask and a toothbrush. Peppermint spray, bag tag thingy. Hey, 7 Crick Star, thank you for the 19 months. Hairbrush, and the tag fell off. Like, that's so shit. Nice loot, thank you. It is nice loot. What even? Whatever that is, lip balm and lotion. And then like a free charger. And then another, so it was Pokemon themed. So another Pokemon pillow. And they had like Pokemon aprons as well, like giving out stuff. They gave these free stickers or notepads. And then more snacky wackies. And then here was the food. Excuse me. Some of the food they had. This was soup. Also yummy. This is like Michelin star lobster. So she has a brush. What makes you think I'll use it? This is a dessert. I already ate half of it, and this was Nick sleeping on the plane. And then this was like the dinner. No, breakfast. Excuse me. And then this is our plane. So it had like a lot of Pokemon themed stuff. Private jet one. I've never been on a private jet. Our layover was in Seattle, and it was my first time, and I freaking loved it. I loved it so much. And we went to this park. We were only there for one night. So we went to this, I think it's called Cary Park or something. And we took like nice photos of the skyline. And then we had dinner at this place in the city with American food. So good. So freaking good. Yes, it was a lot of fun. So this burger, I told Nick it's the best burger I've ever had. I don't know if that's true, but maybe I was just so hungry and tired, but it's so good. And then at the airport, we saw this Hachiko thing, which is cool. I love Hachiko. And then this was the view from the plane. And then on the way back, Nick was like listening to songs, looking at the lyrics, trying to envision reels we can make. So I thought it was kind of funny because like the lyrics, he looked so serious, but the lyrics he was looking at, it was like, what does it even say? Like bum bum bidum or something. And then yeah, now we're back to reality. And I've been cooking. Nick has been cooking as well. Hopefully we keep it up. But I think after this vacation, it's time to get back to business. Nick is returning soon. So yeah, it's time to lock it in basically.